We have started to look at things differently. And one of our previous guests was Mason from Mason in the Morning and the PA announcer for the Pistons. So
Yeah.
we were asking how he preps for a show. And his response was, back in the day, he would get the newspaper, the APY or blah, blah, blah. But now he's like, the world is literally always what you got to know. So you're on Instagram or you're on this, you're watching the news, and you're taking everything in. And deciding what you're going to do with that information. And it's how your brain works, and kind of coin something to make it something we talk about, or in your case, a joke. Like, how do you come up with a joke from a whiteboard? I mean, that's the amazing part.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you the joke and see if you guys think it's funny. It's getting better. It's one of those I believe in, but it's been so we're playing, Hangman. So my daughter wants to play Hangman, and Hangman's a perfect game to play if you feel like a word puzzle or drawing capital punishment. That's the first punchline. Sometimes nobody laughs at that one because they're like, "Whoa, man!"
No, I like that one.
And I've had to play around with what is that punchline? Word capital punishment is the lightest. Murder went too hard. Killing a small man. So that's the first punchline.
That would work for us. That would work for us. We got a small man. Plant daddy.
Plant daddy. Oh. And then the next line is, my kids are great because they're always giving me extra clues, so I won't be getting it right. And then they'll be like, keep going. And they'll draw a little hair on this guy. And then they'll draw a mouth and a smile on this man we're slowly killing. They keep adding detail by giving me our clues. Pretty soon they drew a letter to his wife and a foreclosure statement. So that's like that's where I'm at with that joke right now. And like I said, I've spent like 6 times, and it like this past weekend, it finally hit the way I was hoping it would hit. And it's just a lot of it is just tinkering with how am I saying it. And, it's just these little things in timing that once you feel like you have that joke, you got to play with till you like it hits. And then it's like you uncovered it. And sometimes you write a joke and boom, it hits right away. But other times it's like you believe in it, but it's just not quitting on it.
I mean, I think if you believe in it, do it. I mean, kind of what we do, it's like we might do a surgery a particular way and then be like, you know what? I didn't need that step. I could have kind of, and you mold it and tweak it until you become much more proficient. And it sounds like you're just doing it with your brain versus we're doing it with our hands. And so has there ever been like a joke where you're like, this is going to fucking kill? And then it's an absolute dud, or vice versa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Like some of my best jokes, it's weird because you just don't know, and then the more I think it's going to hit, the less likely it's going to hit. Even like with that joke I just said, like it didn't. It now just hit, and I was like, "This is a slam dunk." As soon as I do it, so most of the time when I feel good about it, I'm way wrong. I had this joke. This bathroom stall joke where it was a throwaway line. I was like, it's the one place in the world that nobody has a name. When you're in there and somebody knocks, you jump into this third person mystery narrative. You're like, someone's in here. And that was kind of the setup to it. And that got a big laugh, that whole idea, because sometimes you don't know how much people relate to something, or you think it might just be you. And then you uncover like, oh no, everybody thinks that or feels that or recognizes that.
I think Dane Cook had a great joke about the bathroom stall. He's like, why when I go into this fucking bathroom, is it always wet? Everything is wet. And the doors are like slammed and like falling off. It's like, but you picture it and you're like, oh my God, he's right. I've never been into like a bathroom, like a big public bathroom, be like, oh wow, this is so nice.
Yeah. And